Hey Coburn, how's it going, buddy?
Good, man. How you doing?
Awesome. This is Coburn Murray of the Imagine Ministry School and Feeding Program here in Los Portillos, Nicaragua. I've had the honor of partnering with him and working very hard with him here in the community. Behind us you see the school. This is the School and Feeding Program where he reaches children and families with good health, school, teaching. And then behind us you see we got some workers and a team from Mountain Lake Church working on this new property where Coburn will be facilitating church and disciple activities here on the property. So that's going to be a new effort in this community as he begins to expand his influence. So share your heart on that. What's going on with the church and that new addition to this property?
Well, Los Portillos has been a community that I've invested the last probably 5 or so years in building this ministry, and God has just guided us along the way. We first started with a very small grassroots effort to minister to the needs of these children, and then that has continued to grow, and we've added to that school after-school programs and feeding centers. With Colin's help, we've done water programs where we've given out filtration systems and stoves for houses that are limited in their material and physical resources, but we've always felt like God was doing all this around the need to plant a gospel-centered church in this community and to minister to the families, to take the influence that He's given us through caring for children and providing these other supplemental resources, and really focus in on how the gospel can transform their lives and can transform this community. And so we're continuing to pray for Nicaraguan leaders. We have several great Nicaraguan women and men who have committed to helping us plant some core groups, and we're starting with Bible studies and weekly gatherings. But our prayer is that God will continue to add numbers to those people, and that we'll have more leaders to be able to plant the church and extend the reach of the gospel into this community.
Well, praise God. It's been an honor to partner with you, and I just encourage you guys, as you continue to partner with me, that you would know what we're doing it for and who we're doing it for, and that you would get a piece of this vision for yourself and continue to partner with us, and maybe join us here in Nicaragua as we help this great organization reach this community for Christ. Thanks a lot, man.
Luke's gospel of a time where Jesus was walking to a primary mission. His primary mission was to heal Jairus' daughter. And as he's walking through the crowd, the woman with the issue of blood touches the hem of his garment, and he stops and he heals her immediately. So even though he's on his way to his primary mission of healing, he stops and deals with an immediate need as he's passing by. And that is the missional philosophy behind Mission for Nicaragua, even though we primarily exist to support the Imagine School and to help that stay up and running and feed all those 110 kids that we have there. We also reach out into the community through the venue of the school and the church that we support there and try to provide all kinds of needs. So it might look like a bed or a surgery or shoes or medication or a walker that was given last year, and it was just an amazing experience to see God work through something that is so easily accessible here in America. So that is the missional philosophy, is deal with immediate needs while you're on the way to the primary mission of sharing Jesus through a school and through a church.
third trip to Nicaragua, I had the opportunity to go into the home of some of the little girls that I had fallen in love with, and I got to see the way that they slept, and I saw that it was really, really bad. And when I got back home to America, that kind of like stayed with me as I was like in my own like comfortable bed. And I messaged our friend Luis, who is a mission partner there, and I asked him how much it would be to help these little girls out, and he told me that it was only going to be $120 to help to buy a bunk bed for these girls, and that's how Beds for the Barrio was formed. And now Mission for Nicaragua raises money specifically for beds for people in the community.
The first time I went to Nicaragua, I delivered beds in a horse-drawn cart, and I delivered milk to the whole entire church.
We were building the church in the community. It was time to put the roof on, and it was probably upper 90s. We were drawing straws to see who was going to get up on the roof and anything. And being the leader, the team leader, I said, all right, I'll go up on the roof. And we were using tin. And as soon as we got up there, the cloud, there was just a huge cloud that came over, and the temperature dropped. The tin wasn't as hot. Got the roof on, finishing the last screws up on the roof, and the cloud just kind of just drifted away. And God's work truly is amazing.
One day when we were working on the church, we met the family that lives beside the church, and there was a little infant boy named David, and he had really bad asthma, and it kind of humbled me because I have really bad asthma, especially as a child, and still it the air quality in Nicaragua messes with my breathing and stuff, and it humbled me because he didn't have all of the things he needed. He didn't have his medicine or nebulizer because his parents couldn't afford it. And so I asked the mission leaders if we could fund him and get him a nebulizer and get him to the clinic and everything that he needed. And it was really humbling to see the smile on his mom's face just so she could take care of her kid, and now he can breathe so much better. And every year that we go, I always make sure and check up on him and make sure that he's getting everything that he needs, and now he's doing so much better.
guys, this is Harry Miller. I've been going to Nicaragua since 2014, and I just feel the need to go back there every year. Personally, I feel that it's my calling, and I think that if you go there once, you really get connected to the people there, and the relationships there are like no other. It's a very magical place, and I'm sure that you've seen through this video that there's lots of godly things going on down there, and it's unlike anywhere else. So I encourage all of you guys to, just once if you go there, you'll be hooked, and you want to be there for the rest of your life and be involved with those people. Thank you.